Hey, hello everybody, my name is H2O and I'm back here with another video. This is going to be my road to a Nuts and Bolts Baker Boy. I know I promised it yesterday, but I got stuck watching Game Theory and many other nice YouTube channels. Anyway, let's move on real fast. So this was my donation by Red Flamed. Started with a Strange Flare Gun, Tough Stuff Muffs, Builder's Blueprint, Idea Tube, Tuxie, and a Warren Smith's Battle Hood. A pretty decent starter pack, but could have done better. Warren Smith's Battle Hood, I then traded for an Australian Gold Vintage Foster's Facade, which I forgot to put vintage up there, plus a scrap metal. I don't really know if that was an upgrade or a downgrade, not really too sure. Then sold that for both those two items for a Trickster's Turnout Gear, which were 3.66. Also then sold the Tough Stuff Muffs plus 2 scrap for another Warren Smith's Battle Hood and a Righteous Bison. Continuing, I sold my Tuxie for a Cutthroat Concierge and a Tanks Destroyed Strange Part being worth 3.33 on his side, 2 on mine. Builder's Blueprint for Tough Stuff Muffs, 0.33 upgrade there, so a reclaimed upgrade. I then got another donation by Red Flame, a Festive Frontier Justice, a Deadliest Duckling, and a Marksman being 5.33, so a little short of a key. I then sold my Strange Flare Gun being worth 3 ref for a DS Specs and a description tag being worth 3.33 refined, so reclaimed upgrade there. I then got some more stuff from Red Flamed, that being the old Muchacho, the old Guadalajara, and a couple of other things you saw there. I then sold the Trickster's Turnout Gear for Brawling Buccaneer. Those two counted each other out, so I got a Whiskey Bib and the Reclaimed Metal for free, so that's about 2.33 for free. Sold the Marksman for 2 refined, which is the exact value, so I was pretty happy with that trade. I got another donation from Red Flamed in Area 451, a No Mercy, a genuine cheat sheet, and a genuine bonnet. Being worth a little less than a key again. Sold the No Mercy for 2 refined almost instantaneously after I got it. I sold the Killstreak Righteous Bison just a little while later for 1 refined. I didn't exactly know its value, so I decided to sell it for 1 ref. It seemed like a decent price at the time. I then oh jeez, my thing skipped over for a second. Anyway, I sold Deadliest Duckling. I made a 1.33 ref. Profit, you can pause the video back there. And my computer's being stupid. There it is. For a Red Army Robin and a Stylish Degree. That was the trade that I made before. So I got the Stylish Degree for free, the Deadliest Duckling and the Red Army Robin canceled each other out. I then sold a Tanks Destroyed Strange Part for 1 reclaimed. Being its value, I was perfectly fine with that trade. Good getting more metal. I then bought a level 100 half-pipe hurtler, being worth 2 refined for 1.33. It was, like I said, worth a good bit more, so I was happy about that trade. Plus the level 100 added quite a bit. It's normally worth 2 refined. Plus with the level 100 made it even more valuable. This is a bigger trade that I made. I had the level 100 half pipe, the genuine cheat sheet, the genuine bonnet, the Area 451 refined for a weight room warmer, an Anger, and a Hustler's Hallmark. Although it may not seem like it, but I actually did make a 1 ref profit on this trade back when the weight room warmer was worth 5.66. It is now worth, I believe, 4.66 to 4.33 to 4.66. So now it wouldn't be a good deal, but at the time. Festive Frontier Justice, I sold it for 1.33. Actually, I was trying to sell this for quite a while. It doesn't look like it on here, but I was like trying to force it on people, but nobody seemed to buy it. And then when I stopped trying to sell it, then somebody bought it, of course. Nevertheless, I sold the Red Army Robin for 2 refined, trying to get more metal, hoping to get pure keys for that Baker Boy later down the road. I then sold the Whiskey Bib for 2 refined, also its value. Was happy to get rid of my miscs and get some more metal. I bought a level 100 Cool Cat Cardigan for a Warren Smith's Battle Hood, a Triad Trinket, a Idea Tube, and a Reclaimed. At the time when the Cool Cat was normally worth 1 key, so I made about a 3 ref upgrade. Then stole the Stylish Degree Experience for 1.33 refined. That was about what it was worth. So yeah, and that was before the bread update, so craft hats didn't really jump until after. I bought 2 name tags being worth 3.33 each for 6 refined, so made about a 2 reclaimed profit in that trade. It wasn't that good of a trade, but I found it worth it. Okay, well, I skipped a slide there, but I'll go back in just a second. So, there it is. No, I went too far. Okay, I don't even know what's happening anymore. Sorry about this. But anyway, I sold the DS Specs for 2 refined, and that other trade was a little bit of a bigger trade. I sold it, I bought a bunch of crate number 83s for 1 weapon each. Anyway, I sold an Anger for 3.33. I did that 13 times, that's why you saw 13 there, and I skipped another slide that had something else on it. I don't exactly remember what it was. There we go. My mouse is being stupid and kept skipping over. I think I might have to replace my mouse too. Anyway, so I bought a Strange Hugo Long Heater for 7 of those crates that I bought 13 of. That was what that other slide was. So that's about 3.5 scrap that I paid for that. I then sold the rest of the 8 crates plus some 82s that I had for a scrap each. I did that within 7 different trades, so I didn't want to put all those out. Video is long enough. Nevertheless, I sold my name tag for an attendant, a man of reason, and a strange Scotsman's cold cutter. All that stuff put together is worth the price of the name tag, so I pretty much got the Killstreak Spicicle kit, the scrap, and the strange conch for free. I sold a weight room warmer for a combat slacks painted color number 216, a decal tool, and reclaimed. The combat slacks and the weight room warmer canceled each other out as the weight room warmer dropped a lot since I had it. Okay, well my thing just spammed out there, but my good God, I'm realizing how horrible this was done, but nevertheless, but genuine. There we go. We're back now. Strange Bicycle with powers, kills, victory, kills, and kill streak. I bought that for 4 refined, but then he added a reclaimed in a dueling minigame being worth 3.66. So at the time, this was a very good trade because the Bicycles were 2.33 normally, so it was a decent deal. I then bought a Pyrobotniks pack for 1.33. It was worth 1.66 at the time. So more upgrade there. Let's see. There we go. An attendant and a Spicicle, 1.66 to 2.66. That would be 4F on my side. His belt was worth 4 refined, but then it's painted olive, so got an upgrade there. Free paint. I sold the Spicicle. That was a piece of cancel that I bought for 3 refined for a Brotherhood of Arms painted a deep commitment to, a Noble Habit of Violet. So that being worth 1 key and roughly a refined. So got a good bit of upgrade there. I sold my genuine Lone Star, which you did not see. I bought that for 1.66 earlier, I think. I don't know if I skipped that slide backs, and sold it for a Strange Liberty launcher and a reclaimed. So I got a little bit of an upgrade there. As you're going to see here again, I forgot to put Strange up in the corner on a couple of these. You might have to pause this video a couple of times because I messed up. I redid this video, I think 4 different times, and my system kept freaking out. Anyway, point being is that a Pyrobotniks pack that I traded for a deep commit to purple tough stuff muffs, so pretty much got the paint for free there. Sold the Hustler's Hallmark for 1.66 refined, so again another upgrade. I was happy with it, or not upgrade, but pure, so happy to get that. Sold my Strange Liberty launcher and a Hugo Long Heater for exactly their value, 2.66 refined, so I was happy to get rid of those Stranges. This was another trade. I didn't make any profit on this trade. I actually think I lost 2 scrap in this trade, looking back on it, but at the time I thought it was a good deal just because that's the olive belt and the color number 216 combat selects for a flapjack and a couple other things. So I think I lost some money, but it was better to get that flapjack than have those other 2 things. I got a donation from Red Flame for 4 keys. That was something that I was happy with, so that was all that he was going to donate. I sold Ticket Boy for 2 chemistry sets and a Huntsman weapon case being worth 3 refined, and then that chemistry set that you see up in the top right hand corner needed a Strange Enforcer, which I then bought for 0.66, and bought some weapons for it, which you'll see in just a little while, so that I could build it. It was a Bloodbanker chemistry set, by the way. The other one wasn't important. I bought a key for a genuine Opera Hand being worth 5 refined and 3 refined, so at the time keys were worth 9 ref, so I made an upgrade there. I sold the Flapjack and the Brotherhood of Arms, and they kept their concierge for a Track Terrorizer, a Ticket Boy, a Villain's Veil, Macho Man and Triad Trinket uncraftable. I know that was craftable. This is where I bought a bunch of the weapons. By the way, in the last trade I made about 4 ref profit, because at the time the Villain's Veil was also worth a key along with the Macho Man and the other 1 key miss that you guys saw there. So this is where I bought some more weapons for that Bloodbanker chemistry set. That was in multiple trades. I didn't put them all up. I sold an old Guadalajara for 1.66, as you see here. So that's pretty much off of this slide. There we go. Sold a Strange Zapper, or bought a Strange Zapper, sorry, for 2 keys and a decal tool, it being worth 3 keys at the time. It then dropped right after I bought it, sadly. So didn't end up getting anywhere close to what I wanted to. That was a bad buy. This was a good buy, though. I bought it for a stockpile crate and a crate number 83. I bought a classified Coif being worth a key. So lots of upgrade there. I got both those 2 items on the left side on my side for free, just as random drops. I sold a Track Terrorizer for a Fast Learner, both normally being worth 2.66, but the Fast Learner was painted gold, so I got free gold paint pretty much to put on my Scout. Okay, I got name tag and a refined that I traded for a crap ton of items. None of these are Strange Festives, but 2 of them are genuine, plus the Gibbous is painted deep commitment to purple, so the staff, Ham is genuine, Quackenbert's regular, Unarmed Combat, 4 Fest is Girardi, Sapper, Extinguisher, and Sandwich. I then bought a Skullcracker Taunt when it was worth 2 keys for 1 key, so I made a 1 key profit there, but then they dropped to 1.5 almost right after I bought it. I sold the Fed Fighting Fedora and the Delinger's Duffel that I got at the beginning of this video for 3.66, which was their buyout price. so I was happy to get more pure. Sold him that festive zapper that I had before for 1 refined. It's exactly what it was worth. Happy to get rid of it. And this guy had a collector's, was trying to make a collector's, so I was happy to help him. Sold that triad trinket for a base jumper, a flog chemistry, or a flog strangifier, a strange revolver, a strange homewrecker, a strange battalion's backup, and 1 reclaimed. That was about a 3 ref upgrade there. Sold the base jumper almost instantaneously for 1.33 refined. Was happy to get rid of it, especially since I knew they were going to drop because there were new weapons at the time. I sold that zapper again for 2 keys. This is where the guy started. I found some goodies selling a Baker Boy Nuts and Bolts one for 9 keys, so I started in a mad rush to get keys. I already had 3 at the time, so I was trying to get more. So that was up to 5. A quick sold my Girardi. It used to be worth a refined. I sold it for 0.66 again in a desperate rush for pure. Sold that classified Koof, a strange revolver and a strange homewrecker. Added the strange revolver and strange homewrecker for free, and got a key out of it. So was happy to get more pure. Very happy to get more pure. Sold that Huntsman weapon case worth 3 refined for 2 refined. Again, just trying to get pure as quickly as possible. Sorry, my thing's freaking out all of a sudden. Not all too sure why. There we go. Okay, Shred Alert I bought for 1 refined. It's worth 1 key. At the time worth 1.1 to 1.2, but then dropped to 1 key almost right after I bought it. Again, that seemed to happen a lot throughout my journey this time. Really disappointed in that. This end part I had a lot of problems with. Not the video itself, just trading. The trading part was hard. I then bought a key for some refined. I think it was 9 refined, and he added a good bit back. But again, overpaid for a key because I didn't need the ref. Sold a weapon for a scrap. And this is a donation by a cool guy named Noxy. He traded me. Wanted to buy something, and wanted to actually become a little helper, but didn't have enough because of his backpack value. I sold an El Muchacho here for 3 refined. It used to be worth, it's worth 3.33 refined, but I quick sold it as in my desperate rush for pure. I bought sold my dueling minigame as a quick sell again for 0.33. It used to be worth 0.66. Just dropped recently to 0.55, I believe. And again, freaking out. Anyway, I sold my Ticket Boy for 2.33. It was worth 2.33. This guy didn't know I was quick selling it because he added me from Outpost, which I did not post quick sells on Outpost. So that is the reason why I got full price for that. I was happy to get full price. I was happy to get any pure at the moment, just hoping that the guy wouldn't sell it before I could get to it. Which he ended up later, but I'll explain that in a sec. I sold my Skullcracker, that Bloodbanker chemistry set that I crafted by myself, and the Flog Strangifier, and that Tough Stuff Mustpain Deep Commitment to Purple for 3 keys. I made a massive profit here, so did he. So both sides won on this trade. He got some about a key and items for free, and I made profit. Sold my Festive Extinguisher for 1.66. That was value again, got added from Outpost, so was able to sell for full price. I sold a weapon for a scrap. Again, this continues to happen throughout all my journeys. Just something you should do if you happen to have the weapon on, or just go ahead and sell it for a scrap. And then bought a key for 8 refined here, 9 refined here. This is when the keys were 9 refined. Again, I quit this road for a long time, so that's why the random prices, or random key prices compared to what they are now. Sold that genuine Freedom Staff for a strange rocket launcher. I wasn't looking for items, but he double overpaid, and I told him that in advance, so he was happy to pay that, apparently. So I sold my Shred Alert Taunt for 1 key. This guy again added me from Outpost and didn't know that I was quick selling, so he bought it for a key. I sold my Macho Man and 1 reclaim for enough metal to buy a key, being 9 refined at the time. So happy with that. I'd only had to add a reclaimed, which for my other quick sells was not much. This was a bad trade that I made in my random spree of trying to make good trades. I failed. I bought a dupe Nuts and Bolts Gatsby for 9 keys. Did not know it was duped at the time, so that's why that was a problem. Only worth 11 keys normally. I sold that Quackenbert for 1 refined. It was worth 1.33. I got that in one of the trades that I might have skipped on accident. I bought a Strange Equalizer and a Strange Pain Train for a scrap each. They were being worth a reclaimed, so about 4 scrap off. I sold my Nuts and Bolts Gatsby plus a key and 2 refined for a clean bubbling Western wear. I didn't initially add anything. It was going to be a 1-for-1 trade, but then you realized it was duped. I then sold that clean bubbling Western wear for 11 keys pure, so still made 6 ref profit in that trade, but it wasn't as much as I was hoping. I sold that Unarmed Combat for a refined. I was hoping for 1.33, but again, quick selling, so that's a reason for its cheap price. I sold another weapon for another scrap. I think that's happened 4 or 5 times in this video now, actually. This is when the guy sold the unusual for 12 keys, so I couldn't buy the unusual anymore. So I bought this load of crap, which is color number 216, hat with no name, Pyrobotniks pack, a couple other hats and myths here that you can see, a Strange Enforcer, a Strange Neon Annihilator, Backpack Expander, Money Furnace, and Uncraftable, Fast Learner, Painted Manco Orange, you see all this crap. It was way too much stuff. It was a good trade for me. I made about 4 ref profit, but again, it was just so much crap. This was another bad unusual buy. I bought an Extremely Clean Planets Dreadnought worth 11 keys for 7 keys and a color number 216 hat with no name. But again, didn't end up working out for me at the end. I sold the weapon for 2 trading cards. Generally, trading cards can be bought for a scrap, which I ended up selling them for a scrap later down the road. But yeah, I sold that uncraftable orange painted fast liner for 3 refined in items. Was happy to get rid of it. It was only worth 2.66 anyway, and I didn't really want it because it's hard to sell. Obviously, it's a uncraft thing, and it's painted. I sold the gold fast learner very quickly after. I would have won one for the Shafar Nataunt because that was already worth more than my fast learner, but then he added a bunch of other stuff, and I was super happy to take it because then I ended up selling 2 of the hats that he'd given me for 1.33 pretty close after, as the bread updated just came out and people were really looking for craft outs. So sold those. Again, with my problem, I'm so sorry about all the problems with this video. I don't really exactly know why. You have no idea how tired I am. Anyway, 2 trading cards I sold for 2 scrap. So that was, again, I got a 1.5 scrap upgrade there. Not really great, but it was good enough. It was worth buying the trading cards for. I sold that Backpack Expander for 2.33. It had just dropped from 2.66, so I decided to drop it. Wasn't really interested in keeping it, as I didn't really need it for anything else other than trading. So moving on, sold that Cool Cat Cardigan that I got on slide like 22 or something like that for 5.66. I was hoping for a lot more, but it kept dropping as I had it drop from 1 key to 7 ref to 6 ref and dropped down to, then I sold it at 5.66. I bought a ground control being worth 3 refined for 1 refined. This next 3 trades are going to be from the same guy. I then used 2 refined and a weapon to buy a deep fried Desire Taunt. That would have canceled it out entirely, but he added a classic of a Killstreak rocket launcher, a Killstreak half-slot Luigi, and a Flog Strangifier. So got about 4 refined in items for free on that trade. He was a very nice trader and gave me some good deals. I then sold this is again from the same guy. I sold a Strange Scotsman Skull Cutter for a Strange Bat, a refined, and a random chemistry set, which I didn't really need, but nevertheless 2.66 on his side for my 0.33. This I sold my Strange Bartarian's backup, which had just dropped from 0.66 to 0.33 for a Strange Kukri being worth 0.33 plus 3 scrap and sweets. I sold a scrap and a Strange Enforcer for a Das Hazmat, and he only wanted 3 spy weapons, but at the time I did not have 3, so I wasn't able to make that trade. So I had to give him my Strange Enforcer instead, which I could have gotten the Das Hazmat for less, but you win some, you lose some. Nevertheless, I won a mass Spy Crab. I did not expect to win. This guy was raffling off a Strange Frying Pan. I just happened to join the server about 2 minutes before. He raffled off the Strange. I was down to the last, me and him, and you do 3 to win in the final 2 for a mass Spy Crab, and I Spy Crab twice in a row. And then the other guy, after there was a long period of break, and I was shaking and shivering, and I was so scared. And then I ended up winning because he Spy Crabbed almost 3 times in a row. Within 4 Spy Crabs, within 4 taunts, he Spy Crabbed 3 times and ended up winning. So I was very excited and got that free Strange Frying Pan, which I just sold actually a couple of minutes ago on my main account. Bought 2 keys for 16 refined metal. This is after keys had that massive drop just recently. I quit this Road to Unusual for quite a while, so that's why the random changes in prices. Sold that Planet's Dreadnought that I'd had for way too long for 7 keys, and black Vintage Tyrant Helm. I forgot to put Vintage up there, but Vintage Tyrant Helm. Quick sold these items, reclaimed off. They're normally worth 3.33 for all of them, and I sold them for 3 refined. Again, I found somebody else who had a Nuts and Bolts Baker Boy, so I was rushing to get Pier once again. Sold these 2 audition reels, being worth a scrap for a scrap. Was fine with that. Some guy happened to be buying them on a server I was on, so sold them. Whew, I need to take a breath here. I've been talking really fast. Okay, so all these items here on my side are about worth 2 keys and about 2 refined, roughly. I sold them for 2 keys, again, in a quick sell. And you remember what I bought all these things for? Made massive profit on each one of these things. So, in actuality, I probably paid about 8 ref. So 1 key for 2 keys, pretty much. Sold that Villain's Veil that had just massively dropped from a key to 5 ref just recently. I sold it for 4 refined, just wanting to get rid of it because I needed pure. There we go. Sold my Festive Sandwich for 2 hats. I knew the Festive Sandwich would be a little bit harder to sell, plus I got a reclaimed upgrade, because I knew craft hats I could easily sell for a fine to just about anybody, which I did within a couple of seconds of making this trade, as you'll see in the next slide whenever it loads. There we go. I sold it for each one for 1 refined within a couple of seconds of trading them for the Festive Sandwich, which is great. I needed more, needed more pure as quickly as possible. Sold that Strange Bat. This is the last refine that I needed to complete my final 15 keys to get my Nuts and Bolts Baker Boy. So I traded the Strange Bat away for 1 refined as a thank you to everybody for helping me kind of deal. Then I bought some keys, bought my final key. Actually, I think this is my final key. And then, okay, load, not gonna load. There we go. Okay, it's told 15 keys for Nuts and Bolts Baker Boy painted pink. Thank you guys very much for watching, and Red Flamed, I hope you really enjoy your unusual. This did take me a very long time, and I hope it wasn't very obvious, but I redid this video 4 different times, and my computer's just being stupid. Nevertheless, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I may redo this in the future just because, but I at least want to get it out there and have you guys see what I did. So thank you very much, and please like, favorite, and subscribe, and comment if you have any questions. Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is H2O Toxic, as you already know. I apologize for the rushing of this video, and I probably will be redoing it in just a little while. But as a second thought, I am raffling off that strange specialized Killstreak Machina that you just saw up on the screen. It is gifted, but my current offer is only 10 keys. You can quick tell it to scrap.tf for 15. So, I mean, nevertheless, if you're at all interested, I might post a link to that in the description. It's gonna be up for another day and 18 hours now. Yeah, so please go ahead and leave some comments and just point out what you thought about this video, and maybe it didn't come out bad to you at all. I just feel like it could have used a lot of work, and like I said, I'm gonna be redoing it sometime in the future. But I promised you guys a video yesterday, and I didn't do it, and I didn't want to have more problems today. So I'm also looking for those specific colors of Rusty Reapers, if you happen to have them, to finish my Rusty Reaper collection, which I will do a showcase on once I finish it, but still need those. So thank you guys. Like, favorite, and subscribe if you are interested, and thank you very much for watching.